hello. Am I a robot by any chance? Am I robot-y by any chance? Am I good? Hello! Hi! I'm sounding good? Sweet. Okay, no Robo-Mora today. That's good to know. I like had to panic before today's stream. Because my computer was like, hey, you need to do an update. And I was like, oh god. And this was like 20 minutes before I had to start stream. So I was like, oh god, please, 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 please. But everything was fine. Everything was okay. Nothing bad happened ever. Smooth, no crunchy today. Yeah! We're gonna be doing some animation today, which I might just get straight into it. Because this is gonna be very Zatsu-y anyway, so there's no point in doing the 30-minute Zatsu if the whole stream's gonna be Zatsu. Always right before stream. Yeah! I can't do anything about it, but you know, it is what it is. Ugh. Okay. Also, today's stream might be a bit of an interesting one as well. For the fact that I have a meeting today. When do I have my meeting? I have my meeting very soon. I have my meeting very soon. So I might stream right up until like the time in which I have to do my meeting. So things might be a little like that. But how soon is very soon? In like, what time is it now? Like technically 3 hours. I can technically afford 3 hours. So we'll see what I can do with that time frame. Yeah, that was the time that was scheduled in. So I do apologize that I have to end a little bit earlier, technically. What do you mean, technically? Technically, I have 3 hours up to the exact starting point of the meet. That's what I mean by technically. Like, I could end stream and then immediately go to my meeting. Technically, and I might still do that, but I might get in trouble. Do I have to prep anything beforehand? I don't believe so. I think it's just like a content meeting, I believe, like a general like, hello, is there any stuff that you want to do in the next month kind of meeting. So I don't have to like bring anything, I don't believe, to the table. If I do, then I'm gonna have to apologize. But it's still a meeting, and I don't want to keep Manitown waiting. So we'll do whatever. This project that we're doing now is going to be split into a bunch of different streams anyway. So I'm probably going to do one of these a week until it's done. So yeah, you guys will get to see the progress on all of this, and it should be very, very fun. Ugh. Discussion about my throne usage. So yeah, this is gonna be a stream that we do quite a few times until it's all done. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I should do the chibi model on stream or not. I don't know, I might put that one to you guys. If you want it to be like a secret thing that I work on, or if it's something that you're like, oh, we'd like to see the process of it. Because it would mean that I'm doing a lot more art streams, but that's up to you guys. I thought this was supposed to be a one and done thing. That's fine then. Animation takes so much longer than that. If you think I can animate a whole thing in 3 hours, you severely overestimate my artistic ability. Should I bring you guys in? Should I bring you guys into this then? Let me get myself in positione. And then I can whasha! Hey, well, here we go. Here's the little thing that we have currently. So I love animation. I love animation a lot. Which is to say that I hate animation with every atom of my body. Every animator in the entire world. The goal for every animator is to never have to animate ever again. Anyone who's ever done animation, you guys will know that that's true. So this is gonna be my first piece of 2D animation in about... Oh, good lord. Maybe about 3 years? Maybe about 3 years. Maybe about 4. This is my first piece of 2D animation in about 4 years. And that's not because I haven't been animating. That's just because 2D animation is not my specialty. It's what I learnt on. When I was first learning to animate, it was 2D animation that I did. And I taught myself to animate on MS Paint. I taught myself to animate using MS Paint and Windows Movie Maker, if you would believe it. Yep. So I would draw all of my frames in MS Paint. MS Paint. And then what I would do is I would export every single frame by hand, and I would load it up by hand into my timeline, reduce the frame to as short as it would be, which I think was about 2 frames maximum. And then that's how I would animate. That's how I would learn to animate. Genuinely, that's how I did it. That sounds so painful. It was, but it taught me how to do it, so, you know, there we go. It is what it is. So, we're animating today for anyone who's interested. We're going to be animating on, we're using 24 frames per second, as is classic, and we're going to be probably... I want to say that we're going to animate on 2s. It might be 3s or 4s, depending on how lazy I am. Depending on how annoyed I am at the whole concept, we might be animating on 3s or 4s. Fully depends on how exact I am on that. I know what that means. So, for anyone who doesn't know animation lingo, when you draw a picture, that's called a frame. And then, so let's say like I draw like a little happy face. I'll draw like a little, dang it. I'm gonna unpin myself. You know what I'm gonna do? Get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of my toggles. I'm gonna get rid of my hotkeys. It's left to... Getting rid of you. Getting rid of you. Sweet. Okay. Perfect. I've had enough! I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I will no longer be moved against my will. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a little smiley face here. And then I'm gonna draw my second frame here, which is I should probably get onion skin in here as well. Where's onion skin? Okay, give me onion skin. Okay, so there's my onion skin. So he's a little smiley face guy. I'm gonna draw him again. I'm gonna make his smile even bigger. And then I'm gonna do it again with our final frame. And he's gonna have his mouth closed. So now when I play it... Now when I play it... If I can grab this thing and pull it all the way back here. So now when I play it, it will do this. Yeah! And what this does is... So that's how animation works. But you will notice if I move my little thing here, I will move you my Photoshop here so I can show you guys. Yeah, here we go. So you see how this is like my timeline right here? So this is what I mean by animating on twos. This is a singular frame. This is one frame. Singular. One. If I stretch this out, so one frame, two frame, that's animating on twos. If it holds for 3 frames, that's animating on 3s. If I hold it for 4 frames, it's animating on 4s. Traditionally, you will animate on 2s, typically, which means that the picture is held for 2 frames, 2 lots of itself, every single time. And you'll do that with stop motion as well. So you'll take 2 pictures in stop motion as well, typically. That's what it means. That's what animating on 2s means. And this is what I mean by when I say that this is what I mean when I say if I'm lazy enough to to not animate on like 2s or something. It is a lot of work. If you animate on 2s, you're drawing a lot of drawings. So, I can get rid of this guy anyway. Okay. It is a lot of work, yeah. Work at half or a third of the frame rate. I guess so, yeah. Animating 2s means 12 different pictures for every single second. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because we're animating on 24 frames per second. If I was animating on 1s, I would be drawing 24 drawings. If I was animating on 2s, it would be 12. If I was animating 3s, it would be all that type of thing. So yeah, that's how that works. Animazione. So yeah. The concept for this, I want to draw myself and the Luminauts. I want to draw us having a little dance party because I found like some music that I think is good for it. So we're gonna be drawing you guys today. We're gonna do your half of it, or at least the sketch half of your half. Whether or not it'll be a good final, I don't know. We'll find out, I suppose. But yeah, we'll do it. It should be fun. Okay, so let's have that on the reference layer then for the base. Okay. Instantly thought of the Subaru dance with the ducks. Yeah. That's why I was also taking inspiration from Doki Bird and like Doki Bird's little thing. I'd like to do that. Basically, what I'd like in the end of it is I would like it to be almost like a stage kind of thing where like there's like a little bit of a stage type of thing here, a little spotlight for like the 2 of us, and then there's a little, you know, there's you guy. You know, there's you guys right there with your helmet. And then there's me with my cute face and all of the stuff. You know? That was the goal. That's what I have in my head. I just thought it might be cute to do something like that, so we'll do that. So what I want is one of the ones for you guys that we're gonna animate today, or at least do some of today, is I want you guys to be doing the worm. I just think that that would be funny. I just think that would be really funny to like see you guys doing the worm. Yeah, be great. I'd love that. I just want you guys to be doing the worm. So we're gonna do like the base of a base at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, it's galumping. Galump. I love the term galumphing. I really think it does encapsulate the movement that they do. Let's see. Where should we start with? I guess I'm trying to like... God, 2 days really hard for me because I've been doing 3D for so long. I can see the movement in my head and I can break it down into the frames. I'm just not sure what the best frame to start with would be. Probably... let's start with a basic, like, thingy, so... We're gonna start with some basic stuffs. I'm gonna start with some lines. Oh, go away, express menu. I might hold that for an extra frame, just so that you guys get the chance to kind of really get that to pop. I know. Really get that to... You can like see the vision as it's developing. Yeah, I want you guys to be doing the worm because I feel like this would fit you guys the best. Maybe not. Washu, and then I want that on a third as well. And then we can... See what I mean? See what I mean? He going, he's moving. I want that, like, I want that down movement to feel more powerful. So we're gonna do another one with that, I think. And we're gonna have that on a 2. I want to change my onion skin to be 2. Okay. So I want it to really have some power, so we'll do an in-between there. And just go for that instead. Yeah. Also on the up as well, I want it to kind of like hold a little bit. This just an intergalactic princess absolutely loses it looking at a moving line. You can't do me like that. You can't do me like that. That's not fair. That's so not fair. That's never been fair ever. No. Alright, a little bit of stuff like that. I want the downstroke to be more powerful as well. So he's up for a little bit, and then he kind of comes down a bit. I feel like this frame is wrong. So let's do this. Oh, dang it. Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. So that's what it ends up like. And that's what it ends up like. I want it to kind of come round a little bit more. So it's a little bit straighter on this one before he like crashes down. And then we'll try this. Yeah, there we go. Let's pull him down a bit more. There we go. So that's the base frames for you guys doing the warm. The warm. Look at him go! Look at him go! I might do... I know. A couple frames of that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just so that we have a little bit of movement on that. Yeah, that works. Okay. So at least I know where I'm going with that then. Okay. So that's not too bad. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 frames. Nice. 6 frames. I wonder. Let me grab the music that I'm gonna use for this. And see if I can time it along with the rest of it. Yeah, that works. There we go. Yeah, because I can always do it in stuff with, always do stuff at a later date as well, so there we go. So let's pull you up to big, shall we? He's big. I make you wiggle. Ooh. Now I remember why I ended up going into 3D, and I'm remembering why I ended up going into 3D now. Because 2D gives me a headache, way more. There's something about 3D space and a 2D concept that just makes my brain sore. Okay. Okay. Okay, video 2. Lumiworm sketch. That was just me for drawing for the longest time in general. Yeah, I think for me, it was kind of a thing of just... Like, 3D space is fine. I can have 3D space in my head, but putting 3D space onto a 2D page really messes with me. But if I do it in a 3D construct, I can do it super, super well. So stuff like doing animation in Blender or Maya or something really was fantastic for me. I had terrible grades for such a long time when I was doing 2D, and I couldn't explain to anybody why, because I could understand the concept super well. And then I got a chance to do 3D, and suddenly my marks just like shot up and I was getting all A's and everything, and I was like, oh, that's why. Somebody told me it was like a dyslexia thing at some point or another, but like, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's a real thing. Oh yeah. But yeah. Okay, so now we get to draw the little guy. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. I forgot what seals look like from the side. Big reason I want to learn 3D because it's the same for me. Yeah, sometimes that's just the case of it. Let me put this onto my reference board. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Meow, meow. Oh, look at that side eye. Oh, look at that, man. Oh, baby. I love seals. I love seals so much. They bring me so much joy in this lifetime. I can't describe to you genuinely how much joy seals bring me. I love it so much. I'm in a group chat with 2 of my very long-term friends who we've known each other for years, and we'll barely say anything in this group chat. All we'll do is send each other videos and pictures of seals. That's friendship. That's love right there. That's so much love. It's really good. I might do. I'll give... Yeah, there we go. Because now I can differentiate between everything, which is super nice. Thank you for differentiation. Seals transcends words, yeah. That's like all we do. All we do is just send each of the seal images, and it's so good. It makes me very happy. I might have to move that a little bit more. That's fine. I don't want to make it too neat, because I'll just end up having to do stuff. Okay. Alright, let me... Squeamed. He's just a little guy. What if I... because I kind of want to do this, but I also kind of want to just... I want to, like, squimge it on the floor. Like it's like it's an actual bubble instead of a helmet. Okay. I'm gonna redo the head because I would much prefer 4. I went something squimgy. I'm not sure I like him or his shape just yet. So what I might do is, kind of want him shorter, almost. Yeah, there we go. He's just a good boy. I love him. Squishability animation is always good to me. Yeah, I did consider for a little while making you guys almost feel-y, but I didn't just want to like straight up copy Pokemon because that's not creative. I didn't want to just like straight up, you know? I'd rather you guys have like your own little guy design. There we go, that's much better. I want you pudgier. There we go. Ugh, there we go. I've been really tired today for some reason. Well, I know the reason why, but it doesn't change the fact that I've been EP. I've been so tired lately. Because I'm doing all of the, because I'm still going through like tests and stuff with doctors and things to try and figure out migraines and stuff. I'm like so unbelievably tired because I'm having to like take something and it's basically what it's supposed to do is like clear my system of like everything else so that they can take a blood test for like some very specific reason or something. I don't know the exacts of it because I'm dumb and I don't understand medical stuff as well as I probably should do. But the medicine was making me really, really tired. So I normally will wake up at like 9 or 10 or something. And like have a whole day or something. But I'm super, super tired. I've been like, I seem to not be able to get enough sleep lately because of it. I'm just real eepy. So I will like go to bed at like 11 or 12 or something immediately after like streaming. And I won't wake up until like 5 p.m. This is how like chronically tired I am at the moment because of it. I don't know why. But thankfully I don't have to like be on it for like a super long time. It's like only for like it's only until they like do this little like blood tests and stuffs, which should only be like another like week or so. I only had to like take it for like 10 days in total, so thankfully I don't have to be on stuff for too long. Yeah, it's crappy, but it is what it is. I would much rather be uncomfortable and like overly tired for like a little while and have them figure stuff out rather than, you know, be like this all of the time and like continue having terrible migraines and stuff. Look at this guy. Lucky he. He is so perfect. So yeah, but I'm EP a lot now, which is unfortunate, so I think that's why I haven't been around on Twitter for the last couple of days as well. I don't know if you guys have noticed, because I'm normally bad at Twitter anyway, but this has just made it like worse, because I don't have the energy to like even make like scheduled posts for stuffs, which is bad because that's my job. Yeah, look at him go. I kinda wanna squimge it about a bit. And have it curve just a little bit so that when it does finally do the movementy bit, it's nice and smooth. Not too many of us use Twitter anyway. We are all old. Keeping up with my OSHIs, yeah. I use Crimson who reposts Twitter stuff. You know what? Yeah, that's entirely fair. That is entirely fair. I don't use like social media a whole lot, just because it was never really my thing. But now I have like a contractual obligation to have to use social media, and so I'm really bad at it. I just never, I feel completely irrelevant. Cause like the way to use Twitter is just to post random stuff that you're doing throughout the day. But I always think, what's the point in that? There's nothing of value in that. Why would you care? There's nothing to care about on Twitter. So I'm like, I don't want to post. Dude. Also different from a security stuff. Yeah, cause like, what if I'm like, oh hey, going to have a coffee or something like that, and so like some dude is like, cause just imagine what happened, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go have a coffee somewhere, and like some dude pinpoints the exact location of where I'm about to go have a coffee. Like, huh? I don't know. Yeah. Post after you're done with it. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how to post though, is the thing. I want to be good at it, but I'm not good at it. And then it's it should be up though, because we're gonna go up even further. Oh wait, no, I guess it can tilt down a bit. We'll tilt it down a bit. Oy, there we go. I like that your head just kind of like absorbs into your body. Game is losing its mildly terrifying. Yeah! Mind you, like, GeoGuessr is kind of one of those games where you kind of have to be like that, but, ugh. Do you guys remember when I played GeoGuessr that one time? And it was, and it, like, immediately put me down into, Westminster. It was like, yeah, okay. You want to play GeoGuessr, the game where you can potentially get doxed? Yeah, how about this place that you've been to? Like, that's so funny. Oh, that's like the worst place. That's like the worst thing to ever happen to somebody who's like already paranoid about, you know, giving away in like location stuffs as well. Ugh. Cause like I'm even nervous about things like off collabs and stuff. Like even people who I genuinely would trust with my information, I'm just very nervous about it in general. So it's hard for me to do things like off collabs with people because I'm like, I trust these people, but it scares me. And some of that is definitely from like that's like some of that has to be from like 2000s like internet safety, right? Like that has to be. Yeah, it just freaks me out. I think it's good sense. It does get in the way of friendships though, which is something that I'm working on. I'm trying to like go out and do things with people and like get out of my comfort zone so that I can go and do things like, you know, have tea and things with Spectra and stuff, and that would be really, really nice. It's something I want to do more of because I love people, and you know, it's gonna hold over my head that I was too scared to go and do stuff with Kelia while she was here. So, you know, I wanna do better. Yeah. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Take this fish! Well, thank you for the tip, honey. Thank you, thank you! My self-allotted weekday limit of 30 to 45 minutes has passed, and thus I bid you adieu, princess. Have a lovely stream, and may you love a lot while making this creation. The vision is there, and we see it. Thank you, honey. Have a good class. I hope you have a good time. Whee. So yeah, that's gonna hang over my head, I think, unfortunately. But, you know, I'm getting better at it, and me and Killier are still keeping in touch and stuff, so... maybe in the future you guys will see a brief snippet of retired Orca. Hopefully, I'd like to do that. Maybe I should put this head down a little bit. You guys are great, and yeah, that's one of those things. It's a good fear for me to have, because obviously it keeps me safe, but it is preventing me from spending time with the people that I love and cherish, so it's not something that I want to make a regular occurrence. Good lump. Hope you and the dog can get fish and chips. I hope so too. It should be good. I wanted to get lunch together is what I said. So we'll try and figure that out. Unfortunately, me going all the way from space to like the deepest parts of the ocean is a little complicated. Understandably so. So we're working on it to try and figure it out. It might be that we end up meeting each other in person at like a different kind of, like in a group setting. It might end up being something like that. But yeah, be how it be. To see seals. There we go. You guys can see the vision now. What?
Thank you, darling.
Oh wow. Keep getting like jump scared by like the new thing. Anonymous, thank you for the 20, honey. Thank you. I always forget that I like recorded it that way. Like, oh wow. Is that me? That's my voice. Oi. Yeah, there we go. What's like if you guys were gonna go for like a meal or something somewhere? What's like a good meal that you guys would want to go to, like as a group? Burgers are always good. Korean barbecue. I was talking about Korean barbecue to, I think it must have been Spectra. I think it must have been Spectra. Korean barbecue is kind of an interesting one for me. Because it's one of those where I can't typically eat it, but sometimes they'll have like a thing on the menu that I can eat, and then I'm really excited. Was that during the Mario Kart tournament? That might have been Chio actually, wasn't it? It might have been Chio. Yeah, meat is unfortunately one of those things. Look at you guys, galump. It's this, and then I gotta... No. There we go. Have it a bit more. Squibge. Look at him, he's so wiggly. want him to like squibge a bit more. Let's see. How squibgy can I get? Where's the point of like squibge? There we go. Duplicate layer. Let's pull that down from that to get to 2. That stays on it too long, so let's pull that down to 1 instead. Yeah, this is complicated. I want him to have more impact. Maybe if I do it like this instead. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the most impact that we're gonna get. Yeah, maybe have the tail go down faster. Maybe. What I might do is this, actually. There we go. There we go. Look at how he squibbed. He galumphing. He doing the worm. He wormin'. I love the thing that I've done with the little flipper as well, where he like kinda, I mean you guys can see it, where he kinda, he flicks the little flipper forward a little bit just before he like lands. Just a little bit. I think his tail here might be a bit bigger. So let's do this. This is all like weird in between. There's always like a weird in between on everything. Despite not caring too much for animate, this is making me want to animate right now. This is super rudimentary. I haven't done this in years. But yeah, I wanted to do this because like look at him, he's a cool guy. I wanted to do this with him as well. Pull him round a little. Yeah. Squibja. Yeah, I do like the thing with the little fin where he like pulls it up a little bit as he like slams down a bit. It just kind of gives it, it's almost as if he's like pushing off the ground. It just kind of helps give that interpretation that he's doing a little dancey dance. All I can think of was the yeah, you're so right. The little noise his helmet would make. Oh, buddy. Oh, no. Oh, sweet pea. Da, 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 da. Little round helmet like this. Look at him go. Give me back my onion skin so I can do this. I love him so much. He's a good boy. Gonna get a headache from all the dancing. Maybe. I don't want him to get a headache from all the dancing. He's a good boy. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, okay. Lumi worm. Fin sketch. And what I'm gonna do is make a duplicate of this fin sketch helmet so that I can do this thing. Because then that means that I can do this. Yeah. And then that's going to be how I'm going to animate it instead. I'll just adjust from there. Give me back my onion skin. Eh, come back here. Ah! There we go. I remember when I was first like doing like a course in animation, they made us do like the light box stuff. And for anyone who's never been subjected to doing animation in a lightbox, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, I want to be you. Because animation in a lightbox sucks. It's bad, and it's terrible, and it's very stinky. And nothing ever works the way that you think it's supposed to. It's bad. What exactly is a lightbox? It's how they used to animate back in the day. So they used to animate back in the day on really thin sheets of paper. that would then be traced over by line artists, and that would become a cell. So they used to use really, really thin pieces of paper all in a stack on a board with pins, and they used to just flick between them in order to figure out the frames. But nowadays, we have things to help us, so you can draw on regular paper using a light box, which is basically like an easel that has a bunch of light coming through it, a bunch of LEDs through it. So you can put like a bunch of paper on it and animate that way. Animating traditionally is the worst thing you can ever subject yourself to doing as an animator, because it's just sucky. It's not fun. It's just bad. It just makes you frustrated because nothing works like how you think it should, and you don't actually know properly what your animation is going to look like until you've finished, which means that you kind of waste like a lot of time. It's not great. It's not fun. So yeah, I had a bunch of assignments with traditional animation back in the day, and it was so bad. I hated it a lot. So you know how to go with the 4-3s, get through. Oh my god. So my animation teacher was a massive classicist, I guess is the best way to put it. He was very traditionalist. In the sense of he wanted you to animate really specifically the way that you would animate back when animation was first becoming a thing. So he was a huge fan of an animator called Milt Kahl, who was one of the classic Disney animators. Milt Kahl is one of the best Disney animators of all time. He's one of the best animators of all time. But Milt Kahl, for lack of a better term, he was an asshole. I don't know how else to describe him. There is multiple accounts of him just being rude and like being terrible. And there's a book called The Animator's Survival Guide, and it's written by a guy called Richard something. Shoot, what's his name? It's written by, I'm gonna have to find this now. The animator Richard Williams is who it's written by, and Richard Williams was an intern when Milt Kahl was still working for Disney and was still animating. And there's a thing in that book specifically where Richard will document him going up to Milt Kahl and being like, excuse me, do you listen to any music? And Milt Kahl apparently in this conversation turns around to him and screams in his face and goes, I'm not smart enough to concentrate on more than one thing at a time. And this is something that my animation professor latched onto and decided that because Milt Kahl was God in his eyes, that we had to sit for hours at a time in dead silence drawing and animating. And my classes were like 6 hours long because they were my classes were like what's like the word for them? There's like a specific like name for classes like that where like it's a they're practical classes. So all of my lectures were like 6 hours. So I would go into class at about 4 p.m. on like a Tuesday, and then I'd have to walk home after 6 hours of dead silence in like pitch black 10 p.m. because my tutor was the worst person to ever exist. So many people dropped out, so many people didn't sign on to do his courses next year. It was bad. He was just a really weird professor anyway. I don't know if he's still teaching there. He was just a really bad professor. Everyone after a while just stopped coming to his classes, but he was a massive traditionalist and it was really funny. He would also brag about how he was too creative for the industry, and we didn't know what he meant by that until we found out that him being too creative for the industry meant that he'd been fired from every industry job that he'd ever worked in. So yeah, that was a really good day for me. That really gave me a boost of confidence. I don't know about anybody else, but I felt great after learning that. So, yeah. I felt great after that. I was like, oh, sweet. Well. Ah, boy. Good old those who can't teach. Yeah. I think in some cases that's definitely true. In some cases in the industry you just get unlucky. But yeah, this was not one of those cases. Oh boy. And he'd worked on some really big things as well. Like, I'm not gonna say what he worked on, because, you know, I don't want you guys trying to find him or anything. But he worked on some really big films. Like, there is definitely films that you guys have seen that he has worked on, which is insane. And he can't put any of that on his portfolio because he was fired from all of those productions. There's like one film that he could put on his portfolio that he did not get fired from. And it's a good one. It's a really good one. But oh my goodness. Whoo. Yeah, very, very, very weird teacher. I have some stories from him that unfortunately I can't tell because there's some really personal context behind those things, and it's also very specific information, but this guy was weird. Very, very, very odd. I don't know how else to explain. There's just information about him that we ended up learning through being taught by him, where we ended up being really surprised that he was even allowed to be a teacher. It was just like really odd. Yeah, we don't know how he got like hired. Eccentric or bad weird? It was kind of a weird combo. It wasn't, no, here's the thing, it wasn't bad weird, but it was like borderline, where he was like associated with bad weird, but he himself wasn't that way. It was just weird. It was just very, very strange. I'm very glad when I didn't have to do that course anymore, just because he was a bad teacher. He was just a really bad teacher. Yeah, Psychowitz from Victorious. Yeah. If you imagine Psychowitz from Victorious, yes. Yeah. Or like, the guy from Community, the like teacher guy from Community, the like bald guy who's like very gay and eccentric. That was that. If you imagine him, that's what this teacher was like. It's the principal, yeah. Is he a principal? I don't know what he was. I still haven't seen Community. Don't tell Brie I said that. I still haven't seen it. I'm so sorry. Don't tell the dean. There we go. Nobody tell Bree, please, please. The dean. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. If you imagine the dean, from Community, that's what this teacher was like. 100%. Yeah. There we go. We're good on time. Don't worry. Sweet. Very bad and weird in a bad way, and everyone hates him, but he's still teaching. Yeah, every school has one of those for some reason. It's bizarre. Yeah, every school has one of those for some reason. There's also just like weird stuff that like would happen in school. I've got a lot of weird stories. I wasn't a bad kid. I was really shy and very quiet. And so I would get adopted by a lot of extroverts. Which meant that I got associated with a lot of weird stuff that happened. I remember... But, like, because I was, like, the quiet, good kid, I was never, like, suspect for any of that stuff. Like, the teachers that used to teach me would be like, yeah, no, Amora's got nothing to do with this. Because I would, like, hang out and read all the time. I was just very quiet. But I got adopted by a bunch of extroverts. So just weird stuff would happen. You're all in trouble except Amora. Weirdly enough, we didn't actually get in trouble for a whole lot of stuff that we ended up doing. I remember this was like, yeah, the bench cannon. I've told you guys that we broke a window. Broke a window. One of my friends decided that he wanted to make a cast, a hot glue cast of his hand. And you guys can see where that went. That was a very swift trip to A&E. Bench cannon. Have you not been around to the bench cannon story? Basically, there was this like wall. So it was like a windbreaker wall. We would have these benches on the playground, and around it were these walls that were supposed to break wind, basically, like, you know, give you a little reprieve from any weather or whatnot. And because we were like 14 and very stupid, we decided that we were going to try and fit as many people as possible onto this bench in this tiny, secluded, walled-off area. And so they did that. And one of my friends turns around, places both feet on the side of the wall, and then pushes to be like, haha, I'm going to crush all these people on this bench. But they underestimated how old the wall was and how sturdy it was. And so with all the combined pressure of about 10 different people being squished purely against one singular brick, it broke off in this one big chunk and went soaring in this big arc across this playground and straight into the window of one of the nearby buildings. And there's like a moment where we saw it happen, where it was pure silence after this like glass had been smashed, where we all went, scatter! And we all ran in different directions, and we never got caught for it. Absolutely never. No. Like they went round the next day for like the next 4 days or so. They like went round different classrooms, like pulling people out of different classes to try and like interrogate them, to be like, do you know anything about this broken window? And it was never any of my friends who actually did it. And eventually they just stopped trying to figure out who it was, and instead put metal grates over every window. So that's the story about how, by association, I broke a window. Crime by association, I know. It was just weird in general. To have that be a thing. So yeah, that was definitely one of the things that happened. So yeah, I never got pulled up on anything like that. God, yeah. There was a lot of other weird stuff. I was one of the first girls to do metal work. That was fun. My school had like different programs where you could do like woodwork and stuff. And for like ages, they separated it by gender. So it was basically like a skills lesson where like once a week you'd have like a 2-hour time slot where you'd learn like a skill. And for years it was women would do a cooking course, they do a home economics course, or they do a child rearing course, which was meant to be like for nursing and stuff like that, or if you wanted to go and do like if you wanted to go be a mum, or if you wanted to like go and work in a childcare place, that was a thing. And then boys would get to do woodwork or metal work. And I remember I did something where I was kind of pushy about it, and I was never pushy about anything. But I guess I spoke to the right people about it, where I was like, man, I would love to do metal work. Sure would be nice to work with metal. Would be pretty cool for me to do that. And then eventually they just let me do it because I was bothering them so much about it. It turns out I was one of the first girls that was ever allowed to do that in my school. So that was fun. That was good. I still have some of the stuff that I made in that class. That was fun. Yeah, very, very cool. I modeled in 3D in Blender the shape that I wanted for this amulet type of thing that I wanted to make. And then I was able to laser that out of pieces of wood so that it made the 3D shape. And then I ended up casting that into sand, and then casting the metal that we were using into this sand mold. And so that's how I ended up making it. It was very cool. I liked it a lot. It was really good. I liked it a lot. Both woodwork and home economics was mandatory for both boys and girls in our school. They did cooking classes for both, but women, like the girls weren't allowed to do woodwork for some reason. And thank you for the 5 gifted, honey. Thank you, thank you. You really were very tomboy back then. Yeah, very much so. I was very kind of get up and go, and like, I think I just didn't, I didn't like being told what to do. I didn't like being told what to do ever. Maybe that's a princess thing, who knows. But yeah, it was one of those. Yeah. Maybe if I'd have been a bit more subdued, it would have been an easier ride for me, but I don't want easy. I want to do what I want. I want to be happy. Human nature to seek freedom of choice. Yeah. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And these people were stopping me from doing what I wanted to do. And therefore, they had to get out of my way. Did any more girls pick it up after seeing me go for it? Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I wasn't the only one in that class. There was like 3 of us in total. I was not the only one. I was not a trendsetter. I think I just bothered them enough to the point where they were like, okay, no. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting one. There was also the time some kid bought like a baguette and then launched it at full speed across the cafeteria, because this was a big cafeteria. This was like a big school that I went to. Like an easy 500-600 people could be in this cafeteria at one time and it would have been fine. And there was a guy one time who decided he was going to buy a baguette and then scream, "Baguette!" and just overarm throw it across the ceiling. That was interesting. Don't entirely know what his motivation with that was, but you know what? Each to their own? Question mark? I don't know either. I wish I could tell you. That was one of them. There was the time that one of our French teachers quit in the middle of the day and then left and then just didn't come back. That was interesting. Don't know what that was about. She probably was having a very bad time. I hope that things got better for her. I hope she's doing better now, actually. Oh, goodness. Why is it always French teachers that get, like, the rough end of the stick, you know? And French teachers always have, like, the worst time of it out of any other teachers I've ever met. Yeah, I don't know why they're always so, like, treated so roughly. I don't understand. Ugh. Oh my god. Ah, I see. And I can't believe you gifted 0. What happened there? Did it just like glitch out really badly? What happened? Weirdly Swedish. They allowed us to like have a lot of different languages and stuff. But not if you were like, so they had one thing. So they had French, and then they would allow you to study, French was like the main language in our school, and then they would also allow you to study, Spanish, German, and another one that I can't quite remember what it was, but it was something. And if you were failing French, they wouldn't let you speak any other language, which is really funny. Because I'm quite good at Spanish, or I was quite good at Spanish at the time. And they wouldn't allow me to study Spanish because I was bad at French. So, I don't know why they decided that that was going to be the rule for it, but that was what they decided. And like, they've got to draw the line in the sand somewhere. I just feel like that was a pretty weird place to put the line, you know? That was just an odd place to put that line. Do the French way and start a revolution. I didn't want to do French though. Like, it's not a bad language. I was just personally bad at speaking it. But I knew a bit of Spanish. So it would have made more sense for me to do Spanish, but they were just like, no, you're bad at French. Which was kind of weird, but you know, whatever. No. Da, 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 da. French is kind of tricky for a Latin-based language, though. It is! I always think that French is particularly hard. I think maybe the reason that they did French is because, like, the UK is relatively close to France. I guess it makes sense. Gatekeeper language is crazy. I think I'm quite good at languages now. I pick stuff up relatively easily. My problem is that, like, I struggle to speak languages and stuff. I deal much better with, like, languages if I'm reading them. Could I have studied Welsh? Oh, that was the other one! Yeah, it was French, Spanish, German, and then Welsh if you wanted to. But that's quite common across a lot of different places in the UK. I think they also had like a course that did like Arabic as well, but I think that was like very specifically for like if you already kind of spoke it at home, I think. Isn't Welsh a dead language? I mean, I don't like that term dead language, because it kind of, like, there's languages that are rarely spoken, but that doesn't mean that they deserve to die out. And Welsh is definitely one of those. People have the right to have tradition in their languages in, like, a good way. I don't like the term dead language. It just feels disrespectful. Because, like, so is, like Gaelic and all that type of stuff, you know? People should be speaking that. People should be. It's tradition, and some tradition is good to upkeep, especially if it's a language that has become obsolete through colonization. You know? It's one of those. I thought dead languages are only when nobody speaks it. Technically, I think that's technically the term for it, but people use it to describe languages that are dying or are incommonly spoken because of certain reasons. Yeah, it's definitely not close to being dead. Like, if you go to Wales, there is signs that have, like, Welsh and stuff on it. It's very alive. It's only a little bit of a squish there, so I'm gonna duplicate it instead. Yeah. Did Esperanto ever get a chance to really live? Not really. Not really. There's quite a few Esperanto speakers nowadays. They go to like conventions and stuff, and you can meet with lots of different people. Occasionally I'll like meet somebody who also speaks it and I'm like, oh, huh, interesting. Yeah, they do Latin stuff all of the time, it's true. What is happening? Eh? What is happening to all of my... What is happening to the thingies? What's going on? What is happening? I might use him as like a little... Oh, look at him go. He wiggle. Yeah, languages are fun. I should really get back into like my Japanese study properly. I didn't really stop. I just kind of gave up on trying to like find people to speak with because I'm really nervous about that. I'm gonna have to get over the fear eventually. I feel like I'm battling a lot of fears lately. Like I'm battling the fear of becoming friends with people and speaking languages and stuff. I feel like I'm doing a lot of brave things lately. And I'm tired. I want to be a coward. I'm tired of being brave. I don't want to be a brave individual anymore. I just want to do things, please. Sky. Me and Sky do talk. Me and Sky do practice occasionally. Time zones is killer though. Sky's so sweet. Ugh. We're trying to organize a collab soon. Sure. I'll have to message her about that actually and see when she's free. Oy. That and I need to do more collabs. Ah! Why do I have to be brave and do things? Why can't I exist in my own little bubble? Why do I have to network and make friends? Dang it. Oy, there we go. Oh, there we go. Wait, is it finally coming through? What is happening? Why am my thing so broken today? You don't have to network, you're just better off doing it. Yeah, but I got into VTubing so that I could make friends. I didn't want to be lonely. I wanted genmates and I wanted friends. So now I gotta do it. became a VTuber because I was lonely, and now I have the opportunity to not be lonely, so I gotta take it, you know? The stream is so broken for me today. I wonder if it's a YouTube thing. Wait, what time is it? Okay. I haven't been looking at the time. I was like, oh god, am I missing my meeting? No, thank god. Certainly got a few VTubers who would consider you a friend, I think. Yeah, I think so too. Like I'm becoming way better friends with Pippa recently, which is super nice. I'm very excited about that. She invited me to go get bubble tea, and I want that. I want to go do that. I would consider Spectre to be a very good friend, Bree to be a good friend, Umi to be a very good friend, all of my wonderful genmates to be my very good friends. I'm like Chio and Kanna and like the rest of the Pixel Link crew. I'm getting to know people, and it's really nice, and I feel really good about it. And Kokone and Mizma and DK, a bunch of the Glovey girls as well, is super nice. Like, there's people who I haven't collabed with publicly, who I'm like slowly becoming friends with as well, just through like hanging out off stream, which is super nice. So that's really cool. Me and Kokone have been talking a lot about D&D. She's helping me like organize stuff with D&D and trying to get people together to do a session like she said she would. Bless Kokone so much. She's so sweet. It's like modify contract. Washa. Okay. Do we have good on this then? Yes, we do. Yay! He wibble. I might use him as a dono gif, actually, as well. Oh, did I not color his tooth in on one of them? Ah, he's missing his tooth. Not the tooth. His tooth. He needs his tooth. There we go. He tooth. Yeah, there we go. You guys are fun to draw. He woman. Look at him go. Da ba da ba da. Na, da, yeah, okay, so that should help a little bit in terms of making it look, yes, perfect. There we go. That makes him look as though he's like properly bouncing on the ground now. He's so pretty. Let me pull up the music that I'm gonna be using and see if he fits. Yeah. Okay. Ah! You be quiet. There we go. Chotomate. Wish. Sorry. Time for us to disappear. No! No! No, my humanoids. My luminoids, no! But yeah. There we go. It's been fun. Bye-bye. Ah, med's taken. There we go. He's so squibgy. I love him. He is so squibgy. Okay. What is happening? Let's get you. Yeah, I want like an outline like this. What is this? Oh. I was so confused then. I don't feel so good, Miss Lumina. You like slip. It's like that one scene in like Back to the Future. Yeah. So now he has an outline. Get rid of you. Yeah, you can see the outline much better. Look at him go! I always do all of my stuff on different layers. Just because it's easier. Plus I can go in and edit as I please. Yeah, look at you go. Look at you go! No thoughts, head empty. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. I'll get rid of that. I like how squimsy he is. I love the line that you can see as he's like rolling off of the ground. It's just good. It's just really good. Quite the lad we have here. He's a good boy. Does that look better to you guys? It's just a little bit slower. Yeah, that does look better. You can properly see like the worm movement from there. Yeah, it's coming along. Look at him go. Alright. How long do I have to my meeting? I don't want to keep going and then get to a point where I'm like, oh god, I can't stop now and then be late to my meeting. Now is a good stopping point. What was that? I can do that? Ooh! I didn't know I could do that. Now is a good stopping point. I don't know if I want to go much further than this. Because after this, this is like, coloring and shading, technically. I might leave it until next week to do that specifically. What I want to do in these sessions is I want to do like the base of the animation. And then go in my other working time and do all of this other stuff. Yeah, coloring and shading is a long time. Yeah. So, I might leave it there for the moment, and we'll just Zetsu for the last like 45 minutes or so. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah! Alright, here we go. Let's go into... In fact, give me like 2 minutes because my whole setup is set up specifically for drawing. So give me like 2 minutes to like put everything back to where it is. I will see you guys in a few minutes. Wah! Wah! thank you, honey. Thank you, honey. Why am I so tall? Hi. Hello. Hello, everybody. Wah. Alright, let me say thank you to everybody. Give me like a second to pull it up. Wah. Wah. Here we go. Thank you to the Bomb, Aaron Culpa, and Mimas and Crimson. Thank you, thank you! The Bomb, thank you for the super hype. Thank you, Amora. I can't make this up. I started a timer shortly after setting my blue super. It took about 2.18 minutes for the notification. Let's go. Oh boy. How is YouTube like messy today? YouTube down. It is. Ah, it's bad on video streaming today. I see. Naruhodo. Understandment. 2 hours and thank you, honey. And thank you for the super, honey. Thank you. Yeah. Stream sounds like it when I open the emotes tab. Oof. I'm so sorry. It's really bad in MIDI stream last night. Yeah, I know that she had like some issues with that. I didn't know if it was like her internet or if it was YouTube. But I guess now we have like confirmed that like YouTube is being weird. Weird. I haven't seen myself in like a full body in a hot minute. Yeah. European server issues again. No. Why is it always the Europeans? We get like everything bad. That being said, isn't internet super cheap in some parts of Europe? Because I've got friends in places like Sweden who will only play like pay like a couple pounds for like, or the equivalent of like a few pounds for like internet, which is insane to me, all things considered. Living in Eurozone is suffering. There's so many VTubers I can't watch. My internet is like 25 USD. I was talking to a friend of mine about it like a few months ago, and she was saying that she only paid like €4 for her internet, which is... Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Huh? Mavis, thank you for the super, honey. Thank you, thank you. Muffled screaming in Irish. The worst. The worst. Ugh. Crazy Canadian internet. I don't know if my internet is good or bad. I just picked... I asked specifically. I was speaking to my mother the king when I was first moving, and I was like, hey, thank you, honey. Here's the company I want to get internet from. Can you figure out what's the best package for me, please? And then he told me what the best package was, and then I phoned them up and like pretended to go with a different company so that they'd give me a cheaper price. There we go. And now I have internet that works, which is very nice. I do appreciate it. Crimson, thank you for the super, honey. Thank you. Are we all testing how long it takes now? You could stream and it's smooth. I would assume that means you have decent internet. Well, my father seems to think so. And I trust him with tech stuff because he's good at that. I know enough stuff to get by and to be nice, but it's nothing in comparison to thank you, honey. Him helping me out for stuff. Wait, did the message send twice? Eh? Oh, huh. Wait, it sent twice. That's so interesting. What on earth? What is happening with YouTube? What is happening? What is going on? Play the play me. Played the previous light in slow mode too. It does that on occasion. YouTube is having a bad time. Oh boy. Okay, let's Neil, what is happening? Why would Neil do this to me? Why would Neil do this to me? Tut. Neil, fix please. YouTube has been struggling recently. It really has been. So many people are hitting so many milestones recently. Bree hit one recently. An Alias hit one recently. People are doing so well. I'm so happy. Oh. Raids have been broken for about a month. Yeah, what's been going on with that? Because they just seem to have just decided not to fix it at all. I don't know why. They've just decided not to. Why? They're like focusing a lot on shorts recently, but they've changed the algorithm on shorts. So now you can only have successful shorts if you've had successful shorts. Which is, that's a crazy algorithm to have. Yeah, that's been a thing. Like if you've had a short, they've changed the algorithm recently where like if you've had a short that's gotten over, I think the threshold is like 50k or something along those lines in terms of views. In the past, they've changed the algorithm to focus only on content creators that have gotten that in the past. So if you haven't gotten that, then you get nothing. While they will boost people who have gotten that in the past because they think that they're making good content, which is like they are making good content, but the whole point of shorts in the past was that you make them because it gets you like new eyes and stuff on your content. But now it no longer works like that. So if you guys have been seeing like VTubers who are like getting crazy numbers on shorts, that's why. That'll be why. Yeah, algorithm is happening. I don't pay attention all that much to like YouTube algorithm stuff because a lot of the stuff that helps the algorithm is content that I'm not comfortable in providing. So if I focus too much on it, it makes me feel sad. Because all the stuff that would help me in terms of algorithm stuff is stuff that I'm like, I don't want to do that. I know a few are getting crazy numbers on shorts, but because of that, their streams aren't getting pushed because they're classified as a short creator in the system. I think that that's different. I think like having your shorts get pushed, I genuinely think that that is better than getting your streams pushed. Genuinely. Because people who enjoy shorts content will watch your shorts content, and people who enjoy both shorts content and stream content will see your shorts and then be like, oh huh, I'll turn up for that. And then they'll do the thing. It's the same thing as like people who will see YouTube videos of people who are like Twitch content creators. People who want to go and watch you will find a way to go and watch you through that. So I don't think like being labeled something on the algorithm is particularly good or bad, because people who want to watch you will go and watch you anyway. Exposure is kind of the best thing for that one, I think, anyway. Shows the commercials, basically. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's like a quick thing of like, hey, look, this is what my content is. Isn't it cool? Ugh. I haven't been making any recently because I've been really tired. I should probably get back onto that at some point or another. But I'm tired. I'm really exhausted. I don't have like the energy to really make anything much outside of streams other than like the stuff that I'm currently working on, so doing shorts on top of that is a little bit much. Yeah, I should get onto that eventually though. I don't really have any ideas either is another thing. I started editing like funny clips and stuff from stream, but what I'd really like to do is go back to what I first started with, which is to like edit fun videos and to like do like talking shorts. But we stopped doing those because they weren't doing well. But now none of my shorts are doing well, so I don't think it matters. Once I get through all like the medical stuff that I'm doing at the moment, hopefully my energy should come back and I should be better. I should be like way better. But yeah, I want to make more content than I'm currently making, but I'm tired. I'm really tired. It be how it be. The silver lining, yeah. Do what you like. Well, I mean, it's easy to say that, but I'm in a company. Hi, Maya. Rooting for you. Thank you, Maya. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I will do my very, very best. Ugh. I want to make more content, but it is what it is. Do you like with the limitations you got? Yeah. I might as well. I'd like to do more talking shorts and stuff, but I liked doing them a lot, but they weren't getting numbers, and they took a very long time to make, and lots of stuffs. Oi. Yeah, I do have to do company things. Provided you don't know the company where you have to make money, yeah. I still have to do stuff in like the confines of what Mana-chan thinks is a good idea and stuff. So, yeah, is what it is. Shows like commercials, advertising yourself, stream highlights fits the bill. That's true. I also think that I struggle to be high energy enough to get like funny clips a lot of the time. Yeah. Is difficult, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's something I should bring up in like the meeting, is that like, hello, this is something that I need to do more of, but I don't know how to do it. Help me. So yeah, it be how it be. I'll figure it out eventually when I'm not so tired. Ah! I'm like so excited. I've slept for oh god. I went to bed at like midnight last night. After stream, and then I woke up at about 5 p.m. That's how many hours is that? How many hours is that? So that's 17 hours. Yeah. I could still sleep again. I could go back to bed very easily. Yeah. It's so unusual for me as well. I'm not normally this exhausted, but it's the trying to figure out the migraine stuff is really getting to me. So I'm EP. This is basically hibernation. Unfortunately, it means that I can't do work. So this is bad for me. I can't work. Oh god. Hibernation. Yeah, it's for like the what's the term? Is it greater good? It's for the greater good. For the greater good of me not having migraines anymore. So there we go. It should be sorted eventually. We'll be fine. Gathering energy for later is productive. Yeah, for like the last couple weeks, all I've been able to do is basically just stream. I haven't really had like the energy to like do much else. But it will be fine. It's all good. We're having tests and stuff done, so in theory I should be healthy at some point or another very, very soon. But yeah, please don't worry. Don't worry about that. Okay, what time is it? I've got about 30 minutes before my meeting. So I should probably go now so that I can get a snack and some drinks and stuff. And have a little bit of a mental break before my meeting. I am gonna leave it there then. Yeah! Food is good, yes. Food is very, very good. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I am gonna... I normally like to stick around in streams to like talk a little bit, but I'm tired. So I'm not sure I'm gonna raid anybody today. Okay. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Go get some snacks and drinks and all of this stuff. I will see you not tomorrow, but I will see you on Thursday for more Subnautica. I think it's Subnautica anyway. Is it Subnautica? Is that what I'm doing? It is, it's more Subnautica. Okay. I will see you then. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Thank you, thank you. I will see you on Thursday.